Alright guys, Hazink here, welcome back to the channel for another Dislyte video. So in today's video we are going to be taking a look at one of the new units that has come out on the banner that you can summon now basically. If you've seen my summon video yesterday you might know who I'm talking about, but I am going to be talking about the lovely Nicole. We're going to go ahead, we're going to talk about some of her kit a little bit, kind of talk about what I feel like she's good for, and then we can go ahead and see how she actually performs in battle, okay? So Nicole is pure support. I mean, in the most strongest way possible, this unit is built to support the rest of your team, okay? You're not putting her on your team to try and get big numbers, to try and like actually kill the enemy or anything like that. She's simply there to keep you alive and in some ways help you perform a bit better and get some more damage out of the units that are running alongside of her, okay? So what we'll do just now is we'll take a look at her kit. We'll see what she does and then we'll go and try and get like a visual demonstration of what she does in battle, okay? So we'll start off, we'll look at the basic thing, her captain's ability, okay? So if you have got her as the captain in Point War, you're going to get an additional 30% boost on your HP, okay? So if you've not got a better leader for that, she's going to be serving you quite well in that regard, okay? We'll start off by looking at her skills, okay? Now, I may as well show you what I'm doing because like I need to explain this a little bit. So for me, I run the cooldown set on her, okay? The reason I run the cooldown set on her is I want her abilities to be available to me as quickly as possible. Now I also do this for Ollie, okay? For pretty much the exact same reason. I've also got counter attack on her. The reason I've got counter attack on her is not only does her skill that she uses to counter attack, her level 1, not only does it have a chance of applying Seer, it counts as a new turn, so every time she takes a turn she has a 30% chance of reducing your cooldown. If she's counter attacking, you're getting increased turns, which means you have an increased chance of proc on the reduction on your cooldown. So it's quite a good combo, it works pretty well and it's something that I do recommend people use. Now, if we go ahead and we look at our abilities, we'll go from level 3 down to level 1, okay? So on level 3, this is the one that a lot of people are interested in. Spinning Wrap. It deals damage to all enemies equal to, for me because of level, equal to 6% of max HP, grants all allies defense up for 2 turns and invincibility for 1 turn, that's to all allies, while granting Soul Guard to an ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns, okay? So if we look, obviously defense up is increased defense by 60%. Invincibility, pretty obvious, you're invincible, you can't take any damage. And Soul Guard, 30% of the damage taken by the carrier is redistributed to the caster. The carrier, when dies, revives immediately and restores 10% of their max HP. This buff expires on the caster's death, okay? So basically you're doing Reflect, Revive and Restore. It's really good. It's kind of what you want. Not restore, sorry. Reflect and revive, and obviously the character is restored because they've been revived, okay? It's a very strong skill. Using it at the right time is quite important because if you use it too soon, you're kind of wasting it. But at the same time, obviously, you want to start the cooldown again to get it going again so that you can use it a second time. We've got the next skill, which is Dead Man's Protection. Grants Soul Guard to an ally for 3 turns. When Soul Guard revives them, Nicole grants them Standoff for 1 turn and Recovery for 2 turns. Now, unlike the level 3 skill, you actually select who you want Soul Guard to go to this time, okay? So that makes it a little bit different and it means that you can plan out what you're doing a little bit more efficiently. Now, we've obviously talked about Soul Guard, so I'm not going to run through that again. Standoff means you won't die. The worst case scenario, you'll be taken down to 1 HP, okay? And Recovery, it recovers 15% max HP at the start of turn. So you can see that that's going to be something that's good to keep you in the game, especially on a harder content. Nicole can be an absolute asset on that, and basically she could probably help push you past some of the things that you might be struggling with right now. So finally, the first skill, Spiral Strike. Spiral Strike increases damage by 25% if it lands Seer, so if you do get Seer, then future attacks will be increased by 25%. That can be very good, especially on like boss fights and stuff like that, where you're just, everyone's aiming at one target. It deals damage equal to 30% of attack plus 4% of max HP with a 70% chance of inflicting Seer for 2 turns. So it can be decent to get high HP on Nicole. I mean, you're not really that concerned about how much damage she's putting out, however, because that's not what she's there for. She's not there to be putting out damage. She's there to be backing up your characters who are going to be trying to put out damage, basically. So that is Nicole. That's how she looks. They've still got that little clipping issue with her skirt for some reason. Hopefully they fix that. Let's go ahead and we'll jump into the event. We'll jump into one of the stages and we'll see how she gets on. So I'll just use the Oasis event, do level 5, because guys, there's no point in wasting time doing anything other than level 5. In fact, we won't. I'm already running a multi-battle on that. We'll jump into the story. We will jump into one of these practice stages. I'll get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. We'll just quickly put on you, and we will put on you, and we will put on you. So I'll just run this as if it's going to be completely normal, okay? So I'm going to waste a turn right out the gate to show you how this skill works, okay? So I'll just quickly do this, do that. She'll be up in a second. Okay. Right, so if you're going to use her like this, obviously it says here the person with the most HP, sorry, the lowest HP will get the Soul Guard, okay? It's kind of weird if you've all got full HP, because I'll show you just now. You will see everyone gets invincible, but it'll go to someone random on the team. Because like he doesn't actually have the lowest HP on this team. I think actually she does. I think Chloe has the lowest HP. So it just kind of gets randomly put on someone if you have got a full team that is full of HP. So what I would say is maybe don't use it round 1. It's possibly not the best time to use it. But we'll move on, we'll go through this round and I'll show you her next skill. Go boom. Right, someone got attacked. It would be nice if someone could have attacked Nicole. Okay, so on this next round, get Nicole back up. She'll go next. So, you see that little thing clicking off above her head there? That's my cooldown set. That means that all of her cooldowns have just been reduced by 1, okay? So that's obviously very, very good. So for this one, we're going to look at this skill here, which is Dead Man's Protection. This is just a pure defense skill. It's not going to do any kind of flashy actions. It's not going to attack the enemy. So in a team like this, I'm saying to myself, on a harder stage, okay? So imagine we're taking damage here. I'm saying to myself, who do I want to keep alive? Who is going to serve the best for me? Who's going to help me out the most in this fight? So for example, I will just say, well, you know what, Li Ling, he's a little bit squishy. We'll put it onto him, even though technically Chloe's probably squishier. That means now if he gets hit, he's protected, okay? He won't die. If he does die, he'll come back, he'll have sustain, and it'll keep him going, you know, that's what you want to see. So I don't want to finish this round off here. Do this, do this. I hope someone attacks Nicole here, it would be pretty good. No one attacked Nicole. Yep, no one's attacked Nicole, happy days. Okay, so I'm just going to use single targets again because I don't want to kill them all. Right, so we're back to Nicole, okay, so Nicole, at this point we're going to use this skill here. Hopefully this applies Seer. Now I do have a high chance of landing it, I think it's something like 60 or 70%. That's 70%, it's right there. So let's see if we can get Seer to land on this guy here. We can, he's now seared. Now hopefully Li Ling will just kill him. Nearly, very nearly killed him, but you can see that damage is multiplied quite a lot if you have got Seer on there, so she is doing that too. Now I'm really was hoping that someone would actually attack her, because if someone attacked her, you could see her getting her counter attack, and hopefully at that stage you would be able to see if she would procure her cooldown effect, but it never happened. Maybe it will happen on this turn. But for me, I think that Nicole is, she's very solid, she's very good. I think you need to be quite smart with your timing and quite smart with your speed, because if you can make her go just after all of your attacking units, what you can do is you can cast this skill here. Not only does it give everyone, not only does it give one character protection in case they die, it gives everyone invincibility, okay? But if you watch here with Li Ling, as soon as you take a turn, you lose that invincibility. So if you can time it so that you use that skill just after all of your team's attacked, It basically means you will be invincible for all of the attacking turn. Now, if you don't, if you have 1 or 2 characters, like as you'll see here, Gabrielle's about to lose it. She's no longer invincible. Again, she's just about to lose her skill. Clara is gone. Chloe is no longer invincible. And now we're back to Nicole, who at this point is invincible, but no one can attack her. As soon as I use a skill, a turn, the invincibility is gone. So for me, I'm trying to get it so that she goes just after all of my attacking characters, which is maybe a bit counterproductive to what some people would say, but I want that turn of invincibility for my entire team to mean something, because if Nicole goes first and then my 4 attacking characters go, Nicole's going to use that skill, she's going to give everyone invincibility, they are then immediately going to take their turn, they'll all lose invincibility, and then the enemy can attack, which kinda renders the invincibility a little bit pointless. So I've personally tried to time it so that Nicole isn't the fastest character on my team. I kinda want her to go after my attackers so that they do get some sort of a benefit from the invincibility skill. But I mean, really that's it, that's all we can really look at just now. She's going to do a lot for you, like I said. She's going to keep you alive, she's going to help sustain your team, keep them in the fight. She's going to give you a revive mechanic, well, I mean, kind of a revive mechanic. She stops them dying, so it's as good as a revive in my opinion. She's going to increase damage with the Seer. She's also going to give you other boosts like defense up. I think Nicole is fantastic, and for me, she's the unit of the banner. She's definitely better than Ollie. Ollie does have his uses, but Nicole for me takes the top spot. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you are looking forward to trying to pull this character. Let me know if you got this character. Let me know if you got anything from this video. Anyway, my name's Hazink. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel for more Dislike content, and I'll catch you in the next one, dudes. Peace out. See ya.